Wow. Well, so there we go. This has been an adventure um, uh, to get this all going. So, figuring it all out, this is our first on live with Blake. Um, I have multiple people texting me and all this stuff. But Max, can you hear me? Max, can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds like it's in slow motion though.
That may be our
I just now heard you.
huh. That may be our internet. Well, I was going to try. Is it still being weird?
Do you have like an effect on or something?
No, I don't have any effect on. So I have no effect on here. I'm telling you, man, it's been an adventure. Trying to get this to go. Um, there's going to be a echo. So Max, so you need to mute your mic on Skype.
Okay, I just did.
All right. So this is weird. Um, so our internet here at the church should be good enough to run an Instagram Live, but for some reason I've never been able to. So it's just so frustrating. So this is something we're going to do. At my house I have a little bit better internet. So Thursday's show will be live with Blake from the Marlowe House. Today we have Max Mitchell with us. Split the screen here. How do we split that screen?
Wait, can you? I'm confused. Can you see me on Skype?
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
but why can't I see you?
I don't know. It's weird. But you can see me on FaceTime.
No, I can't. It says it's paused.
It's paused.
Yeah.
That's weird. I can hear you because I have you FaceTiming me through my iPad. Um, so I keep trying to get Instagram to work. Man, AT&T needs to get their crap together because I'm literally right next to a major interstate where 100,000 people live, and I can't go live. But I'm live on YouTube. We have no followers right now. But that's okay. This is really a test. And so, what On Live will be with Blake is a weekly, actually multiple interviews um, each week. So we'll have a show today with Max. We'll have a show Thursday with a special guest that I cannot divulge who that is. But these are all going to be people that I know, and there may be some. Man, how do I? What? I'm trying to get a better angle here. Um, Here we go. Cool. This is all new, so bear with us. Some people in ministry, some people not in ministry, some people that may be quasi-famous, semi-famous, from all across the United States. So we're going to use every resource possible to get this going. And this is really just to be some entertainment during our quarantine time. And I want to do a podcast, so we'll get better and better as we go. We'll figure this thing out. So this is kind of like a live podcast. And so there's absolutely no direction, all random, and we're not trying to land anywhere, but simply entertain you. And so today's guest is someone that everyone should know, the previous fellowship student's intern. Um, he's a college student. He has worked in the church, currently kind of works at church. He's known for sleeping a lot, but also maintaining a high social life. all while trying to pass college. Um, whether that's successful, or not, time will only tell. He's often late, but in his mind, he's always on time. And so I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Max Mitchell. Yeah, listen to those applause. The crowd, the live studio audience loves you, Max. So you can't see me, but I can see you. Max has a mustache right now. It's very trendy. Welcome to the club.
Yes, thank you.
He didn't have that the other day when I FaceTimed him.
Yeah, I did.
No, well, it wasn't as thick. It was like you kind of have like a something on your face, but not really a defined stash.
It's grown.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's gotten thicker in the past two or 3 days. Whenever I FaceTimed you last. So again, bear with us. This is all new. This is test and trial. We will make it better and better, or I will. Max isn't really doing anything except being my first guest. And so if we're going to crash and burn, this is a good one to do that on, right?
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So hopefully Instagram Live will work. It will work from my house for sure because I have better internet. But so anyways, so Max, I got some questions for you.
Let's hear 'em.
This is this show to kind of get to know you and your life. What was your favorite food pre-quarantine, and what is your favorite food during quarantine?
Okay. Pre-quarantine favorite food is easily going to be steak.
Steak.
That's just solid. But really, any kind of beef. I like hamburgers and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
And now, current quarantine favorite food is probably just going to be like the thing that I have most accessible. So it's either going to be peanut butter crackers or bananas.
All right. So you're going from steak to peanut butter and crackers and bananas.
Yeah, we're just barely surviving out here.
Your grandfather owns a cattle farm.
Yeah,
right?
but they're not here.
But you probably have a freezer full of steak. Is this more of laziness?
It could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Max.
Very well could be.
I think there's probably steak at the Mitchell household.
Yeah, I mean, we had some few days back.
Yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, so you went from steak to crackers and bananas.
Yes.
What are you going to eat as soon as quarantine is over?
As soon as quarantine's over, I would like to either Choloso or Offside Kitchen.
Man, Offside's got a good burger. We went there. I've been there lots. You can still get Choloso.
Yeah, but
takeout.
I have to drive. And
Max, you drove to Ohio.
That's true.
And
different circumstances.
You went from saying, "Oh, I'm going to be in Norman this week, so I need to drive to Broken Bow," to being in Austin, and a flip of a switch.
Yeah.
I don't think driving's the issue.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see.
All right, so Choloso or Offside. I would go with Offside Kitchen, personally, because Choloso, it's not what it once was. Still good.
No, see, you have Oscar Delta.
No. I've had Choloso in Rockwall. There's multiple Cholosos now.
I know there is.
And just heads up, they are no way paying us for any of this. So, yeah, you're welcome, Choloso. All right. So what's also next? So the first thing you'll eat probably is Offside or Choloso. My money's on Choloso. But what's the first thing you're going to do when quarantine is over?
Ooh, that's a good question. First thing I'm going to do when quarantine is over. Probably gather with more than 10 people. Probably see all my friends that are kind of spread out currently back home. And probably just do a game night or something.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's not going to be like go to church.
I mean, I'm keeping up. I don't have to go to church because I am part of the church. So the body.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're
Yeah,
not gonna
so
go
I'm keeping up.
You're not gonna go fellowship. You're not gonna go fellowship in a room full of believers and worship together in
Dude,
community.
no, those. Hey, those.
I mean,
those
that's your
games are
job,
people.
Max.
The game night is with believers, and that's an act. We're worshiping. Fellowship right there. That's worship.
What games are you gonna play?
Dude, it's gonna be like a Tuesday night. There's not gonna be church to go to.
You go to the porch.
That's not church.
Oh,
Plus, it's not made for my age group. It's the age group above me.
that's right. Those with jobs and lofty goals.
Game's gonna play probably Spicy Uno. That's a go-to.
Spicy Uno.
Yeah. Have you played?
No, I have not.
Okay. It's a lot of fun. It's like Uno, but like with some crazier rules. So it gets really intense.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you'd say I'm gonna go hiking or climb a mountain or go save a poor people group or something like that.
I mean, like,
Something less selfish.
yeah, that's fair.
I'm just kidding, Max. I'm kidding.
I mean, I might go hike.
You know what I'm
But
gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do
I've
when
got
this is
all
all over?
semester.
I'm going to the mall.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm not even gonna lie about it. I'm gonna go try to. I mean, I got two kids on the way, and once they're here, man, there's no more of that.
Nope.
So
You're running out of time.
yeah. So all right, cool. What are some current books you are reading?
Current books I'm reading consist of Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell,
Mm-hmm.
The Reappearing Church by Mark Sayers, and Come and See by Todd Wagner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is Todd Wagner the most famous Todd you know?
No. That I personally know?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yes. Yeah, probably.
He's
I
more.
don't
You
think
think
I know
he's?
any other Todds that are that famous.
Yes, you do.
Who?
Todd Agnew.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Gotcha there. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I would love to see the numbers on exactly how famous they both are.
Yeah, we can't do net value because that's all a lie. You know, like when you Google your net value. But
Yeah.
I mean, Todd's got millions of stream on Spotify.
He does. He does.
I mean, I guess you could look at some podcast numbers and stuff like that, but
Yeah, I don't know how we'd find this out, but
we should do a battle of the Todds.
it'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That'd be a showdown.
I don't think
I'd
Todd.
pay money to
I
see
think
it.
our Todd would feel uncomfortable with that,
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
but it'd be fun.
It would. It would be a good time.
Cool.
I feel like Todd Wagner would just be angry at the idea.
No, he's not an angry guy though.
He would just really, really, really want to know the point.
Right. Well, so would Todd Agnew.
That's true.
He'd be like, "Why?"
There's no good reason.
I'm a youth pastor, man.
Dude, it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining really good right now. I can hear it in the church building. All right. So this is where our interview's going. Hot takes, right? What's some major influences in your life?
Major influences in my life?
Yeah, this could be people, books, whatever.
Okay.
Pop culture.
I would say major influences in my life. It's gonna be like probably my grandfather, my mom's dad, and just kind of the way he carries himself and his character.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you.
Thanks.
For just like the discipleship and friendship and being a really big part of like my just growth as an individual.
The continual roasting.
Yeah. I mean, like you constantly humble me, and we both know that that's something I needed and continue to need.
Yeah, that's right.
To a great level. So, let's see, who else? I would say Other people probably Piper, John Piper, pretty big influence.
I think Piper
and
would.
then
I think Piper would yell at you.
I think Piper would too.
Yeah. Okay.
Piper would
Next.
say, "I'm not doing a good job."
Yeah. He
that
said
much.
He said quit wasting your life.
Yeah, he would. Don't waste it.
Yeah. That's a book. You should read it.
Yeah, I know. I have it.
Yeah, I have it too. I've not read it, but I have it.
It's in my like stack of like it's like third down from the next one to read. So we'll see if that happens. I think probably the last like two is like John Mark Comer because of just like one the intellectual side of everything. That he's like, it really proves that point of like you can think, and like not Christianity's not like a blind faith kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's a lot of thought that goes into it, and then also like the pace of life. Him preaching on like slowing down, getting more back to the basics, and just like kind of comparing that to our Western culture. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And then I would just say like music in general. I find music really interesting. So that's a really broad one, and I don't really know how to explain it other than like, I don't know, it influences like your mood and like those kind of things. So.
Yep. And your swag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Except, Max, I'm just gonna let you know that I don't think the music you listen to really affects the way you dress. Because you dress like some Cali super indie rock band frat boys.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I think.
I mean, really, like it's not like a Ben Rector like. It's like that super indie short Cali style surf rock. That's how they dress.
Yeah, man. Like I just don't fit in a box. Like I listen to so much different music.
That's right.
I don't know.
I understand.
But I mean, I would say that typically my dress wear comes down to either like preppy frat boy or just like lounging athletic wear.
So basically, the DBU starter box.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm rocking a Soli Deo Gloria hat right
now. You're rocking that Dallas Baptist University starter pack or Bucks at OU starter pack.
Yep, you got it. Hit the nail on the head.
Man, I'm aware. I'm woke.
This is nothing new.
I'm woke. Sports hot takes. Who is going to win the NBA championship? That's if we even get a finished season.
If we get a finished season, the team that'll win the championship. That's tough. I genuinely think that it'll be either the Bucks or the Clippers.
Oh. Going out on a limb there, Max.
I know. I think that the Lakers are extremely talented, but I'm slightly concerned at the workload LeBron is having to manage.
They've been off
33 or 34.
Bro, they've been off for 3 weeks. This is perfect for the Lakers.
It is. I'm not.
They're gonna go. The NBA will not waste this season. They'll start a postseason in July, and make $1 billion.
Yes.
And the Lakers will win. Because I fully believe that the NBA is fixed. That's because I'm an OKC fan. I'm an OKC Thunder fan.
Oh, dude, the Thunder don't matter in that conversation. There's been so many instances before them.
Well, I'm just saying. Durant being allowed to sign with Golden State after the NBA denied Paul to the Lakers, but let him go to the Clippers.
The Chris Paul trade was crazy.
And some other deals that they would not let happen, but they let that happen, which basically, ruined the Western Conference for 4 years. So, anyways.
Not just the Western Conference, pretty much the entire NBA besides the Cavs.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean,
But
Celtics got kind of close, but kind of.
that's fair.
That's right.
Like I would say that they will finish the season. I believe that, and I will also admit that I really don't like the Lakers, and so there's very much a bias probably that comes into my answer.
Well, I very much don't. I very much don't like the Clippers because of Kawhi Leonard.
No, you don't like Kawhi because he stole Paul.
It's all right, but actually, I think we got a better play. I think Kawhi with SGA would have been better. It would have set them up longer term. Now, defensively, they're stacked.
That team is ridiculous.
But they're lacking a little bit of offensive production from their point guard because look who they got. SGA is a point guard, but he's playing the 2 and the 3 at Oklahoma City. That small ball is really hard to defend. I mean, the Clippers are the one that can do it, but where the Thunder can get him is they have Steven Adams, and the Clippers have no one that can match up with Adams.
I mean, they'll throw Zubac at him
for a little bit. Yeah, but Steven Adams will just bruise his ribs and he can't breathe.
It's true.
That's my thing.
Zubac starts the game, plays like 8 minutes, and then starts the second half, plays like 4 minutes, and that's it. That's all he does.
Yeah. Billy Donovan's, like, I came into the season saying with Oklahoma City, we're going to figure out how good of a coach Billy Donovan is and how much he held back because of the players he had, which I think is pretty clear because he's proven to be – he's top 3 coach of the year for sure.
I'll listen to that because they're
because of what they lost. What they lost. Yeah, they're 5th. They're only a game and a half behind like 3rd.
Yeah, and everyone thought that they were just going to be
terrible,
like a trash can.
So you trade Paul George and you get SGA and 7 picks. You're below the luxury tax level.
Yep.
You have Chris Paul, who's playing the best clutch. He doesn't have to play as many minutes because you have Schroeder.
It's true.
And you're still super young.
Sam Presti, I'll give him credit, man. He is a very good GM.
And then there's no telling what you do next year. I mean, you can sign. I mean, Gallinari wants to stay there because it's a basketball city.
Yeah.
Like, there's no distractions, and I think he likes that. Everybody that's played in OKC's liked it. So, and they really put some in. They put some in a running for the next free agency because they're going to have money. And they're going to have draft picks. So they can do a sign and trade deal. But, man, I'm almost thinking, like, SGA is the future. But I think Paul will be here at least another year. And, they'll trade, probably dump that last year's salary. He'll be a play for a contender. But he's said, like, I want to play somewhere that people love me and finish somewhere like that. And that could be OKC, even though we hated him when he was in Houston. I think it's just really more of a hate for Houston, which everybody hates Houston. So
everyone does hate Houston, and it just got worse with James Harden actually getting good.
Yeah, well, he
was always good, but getting like cheat code. Annoyingly good.
Except in the playoffs. So don't forget that because he didn't show up in the finals. We won that game 1 of the NBA Finals, like smoked the Heat, and then so. Anyways, all right, baseball. I don't know when we're going to start. I was really looking forward to the Cardinals season. With the possibility of adding Arenado, which would be a great big-time deal. Him and Goldschmidt, corners. Pitching-wise, stacked. But that's not my point. Who is the worst team in baseball?
Worst team in baseball? Let me think. Let me run through it in my head real fast. I'm going through all the divisions.
It's either going to be, for me, Miami Marlins. Baltimore Orioles. Texas Rangers.
Okay, so I don't think Texas is there. Baltimore, I was going to go with. That was the first team that popped in my head. And I think the Rockies will be really bad if they trade away Arenado.
Right.
Like, they already don't have pitching, and their offense is basically Story, Arenado, and Blackmon.
Yeah.
And you get rid of your leading RBI guy.
Right.
And, and also a leader on that team, like, they would be really bad, too. But I think the Orioles are almost impressively bad.
Oh yeah, they're. But here's the thing. Here's
Also
kind
a
of
stacked division.
here's kind of what I define as worst team in baseball. At least the Baltimore Orioles are tanking.
That's
They're
true.
getting draft picks. The Texas Rangers are doing nothing for their future. I mean, they finally have kind of started getting a farm system. They have been teetering on the edge of maybe playoff, but have traded away all their assets for rentals back in 2016 and 17. And
They
now
did.
now they won't just tank. Just tank. And then they won't go all in on free agents. They
I
won't
mean,
like
I
that's
think
that's why I'm saying they're the worst because they're not building for the future and they're not building for now.
Well, here's my thing on it: is I think that they were attempting to tank, like 2 years ago, without just fire selling everything, but they actually were surprisingly good. Like they made a decent run at almost making the playoffs. I think they were like a couple games back at the end of the year. And so I think that kind of triggered in their minds, like, hey, we're close. Let's see if we can retool
And
and see
they
what
didn't.
can happen. I mean, you had two guys who came in, fourth and fifth or fifth and sixth in the Cy Young voting last year, and you just added Corey Kluber. Actually, you added three pitchers that their rotation is maybe not star power good, but as deep as anybody else. I mean, offensively, you're hoping for a jump. I don't think that they're that bad. I think that they can make a legitimate run at playoffs.
I don't because Astros will be good because Verlander's rested. Oakland A's are going to be good. Angels will be better. I mean, pitching will depend on the Angels. If they can pitch,
Angels are going to score a lot of runs.
they'll destroy anybody they go up against in the batter box.
Yeah.
Seattle may actually be worse than Rangers as a system.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of like the Cincinnati Reds, start hot, flame out. Cincinnati Reds may actually be good this year. The Cubs are going to be bad, which I'm fine with that because I hate the Cubs. It's you know who I feel bad for is like the Minnesota Twins because they have potential this year to be really good.
Dude, their division is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean last year they ran into the Yankees.
Yeah.
This is all really good news for the Yankees because everybody's going to get healthy. The Red Sox will not be nearly as good. Chris Sale's out. Toronto. You got Tampa Bay.
Toronto's young, talented.
You got Tampa Bay. They'll be there.
Tampa will. They always are.
The Braves are good this year. They'll be good.
Braves are.
Washington Nationals will not be as good. They lost a lot. The Phillies really should win that division.
They should, but they underperformed last year, and so
but they added players this year, so
they did. But I mean, they were supposed to be much better last year.
Oh yeah,
so.
That's why they fired their manager.
Yeah,
after one season.
See what happens.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on from that.
Okay.
Best Christian rapper.
Best Christian rapper. I mean, I think that it's got to be Kanye. The dude is
his Christian rap.
Rappers.
His Christian rap's not that good.
I'd agree with that, but there's still a level to it that you can kind of see some musicality.
The life of Pablo is not a Christian album.
I'd agree with that.
Don't even go listen to that.
No, do not.
I thought you were going to say like Kendrick Lamar.
No, he's a Black Hebrew Israelite. I mean, I can't. I mean, I could argue Chance the Rapper.
Yeah. No. Right. Yeah.
But if we're going with traditional Christian rappers, though, it's got to be Andy Mineo, I think. Currently.
Yeah, Andy. Andy's good.
I mean, Lecrae is also really talented.
Wordplay, he's good.
What's up?
Wordplay.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's just I feel bad for that genre because you can't really compare it to other stuff, like other rap. it's like its own thing, but it constantly is compared, so it kind of gets like looked down upon.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm gonna stick with Kanye because there's a musical genius to him, and he's one of the best rappers of all time, and by all accounts, is a Christian. So
He's been kind of
go
quiet
Kanye.
lately, but
He has.
that's not bad.
He's up in, isn't he up in like Montana trying to like build like a Yeezy factory that doesn't like produce anything? Like
I don't know.
mad.
Does he?
No,
I don't know. We've lost
he's
all
great.
we've lost all our viewers now. All right.
Dang, sad.
What's your favorite animal?
Oof, tough. I don't have one, but the first thing that popped in my head was a giraffe. I like the way how they're tall and their necks are long and like their tongues are interesting when they eat. So I'm gonna go with a giraffe.
I'm not going to ask any more on that. What do you do for fun?
For fun, I read, play sports, play a little video games, hang out with people.
Sleep.
That's not really for fun. That's just like out of necessity or boredom.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm a little hungry and I don't have any food, I'll just sleep it off.
Get a little hangry.
Yeah.
What's the most random piece of advice you've ever been given?
Wow. Randomest piece of advice you've ever been given. That's a really tough question. Let me think on that one. Just keep going with some other stuff. We'll see if I can come back to it.
Well, we're almost done. All right.
Okay.
I recently saw an article that came back up from the U.S. Today that said, from 2018 says scientists are 5 years away from bringing dinosaurs back to life. What are your thoughts?
No. Please don't. One, I feel like that's just like extremely unnatural, and the science behind that kind of bothers me because it opens up a wormhole into a lot of other things. Also, like my thing with like dinosaurs is the same thing with robots. It's like movies have just cemented, don't do this. It's not worth it, and I'm gonna lean that direction. Like those are massive creatures that could do some crazy stuff. So let's just not mess with it. That would be my main thought. But more so on the science side, kind of bothers me. That would be my take.
Do you think there are human clones walking among us?
I don't think there are human clones yet. I feel like that's legitimately a goal, and I think that there is a chance someone figures that out or close to it. But I don't think that they're around yet.
It's kind of interesting. It's kind of gotten interesting. I didn't ask you that question. This is my show.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting that the clone stuff's gotten kind of quiet here lately.
It's fair. It has.
So,
it's either like means they figured it out, or it just crashed and burned.
hey, you know what the date was 2 days ago?
The date 2 days ago?
Yeah.
I don't even know what today is, man. So no.
It was 3/28.
And?
I'm just telling you. It just reminds you that OU was down 28, or no, they weren't down 28-3. Yeah, they were. Weren't they 28? It was 28-3. Yeah, just like the New England Patriots.
Yep, Baylor.
We celebrate that day. 3/28 down.
Hey, I was at the game. I was at the game in Baylor in Waco.
I was in my living room. So.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. I was in student section, Baylor student section, and so they were not really happy with me and my OU poncho.
I'm sure they were being real Christ-like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah. They lost their coach.
Yep, they did.
He's a good guy though.
Matt Rule was cool.
Yeah, all is right in the world when Baylor loses to OU.
Amen.
Everything's back to normal. All right, man. Well, we have been on here for 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Okay.
So thank you for joining us today. on
Yeah.
on live with Blake. Hopefully Thursday, we will have Instagram live going, so we will have double streams. We'll be joining with another friend of mine who hails from the state of Oklahoma, who is Native American and a Cubs fan. And that's all the all the cues and clues I'm going to give you.
I know who it is.
Yeah, Max knows who he is. But we want to thank Max for joining us. Thank you for as you guys are watching this throughout the week. Share it. This is only going to get better, and we're learning what we do. Jared Lemon says you kind of look like Napoleon Dynamite right now. You just need glasses.
Interesting. I think I looked more Napoleon-like when my hair was longer. Like, I've got short hair right now.
Yeah.
So, but it's a good take. I'm not mad about it.
No, yeah, you can lighten your hair a little bit. That's the thing that's going to suffer during this is I can't keep a clean fade because all of my barbers closed. So quarantine.
Dude, I'm thinking about like buzzing my head because like we got nothing to do for like another month.
I mean, you got a pool, so.
What?
I said you have a pool.
It's true.
So, anyways, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. We thank you for joining us, Maxwell. Have a good time.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good time.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, we thank you for joining us on Live with Blake. If you please hit that subscribe button and make sure you go follow us on Instagram. It's been a good time. Again, we will improve this the more and more we go. We will talk to you guys next week. Maybe.